Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. At the beginning, you will get a heavy pupil and marry a stunning female emperor. Chapter 91. When everyone saw that Qin had entered, they knew that there was no hope for them and others. Who knows when this first guest of honor will be? In case Ling Kexin, like some of the girls in the pavilion, chooses to be the guest of the curtain, he will give himself to others. In this case, it is not surprising to stay in it for a month. Anyway, the guests of other pavilions usually stay for a month. As for what happened in a month, everyone knows and everyone yearns for it. But think about it, this northern prince is a family man, and he is still married to Holy Maiden. Shouldn't do such a foolish thing. Thinking about it this way, everyone feels a lot more at ease. Xiaozan, let's go. I'm not leaving. I have to wait for my brother to come out. Don't wait, your brother has a big business. It will take a few days. I will take you back to the palace. Oh, okay. Qin Zhen looked at Qin Shu again. Prince Shu, why don't we go together? Qin Shu's face twitched. This king has a lot of free time. This month, this king will stay here. But let's see what outrageous things Qin dares to do. I think that Holy Maiden Mu Jiaoshui of Wu Kingdom should still be at home. Waiting. Brother Huang still persuade him to go home earlier. Wu Guo is one of the three giants after all, so he can't be so offended. Qin Shu said angrily. Qin Zhen spread his hands. That will disappoint Prince Shu. Xiaobei has already obtained the consent of his wife before coming here. Holy Maiden is also a reasonable person who wants to come to this Wu Kingdom. Qin Shu is angry. Forget it, if you don't go, let's go. You can't secretly use your supernatural powers to listen to people's corners, otherwise you will be careful to attack your heart. Ha ha ha. Qin Zhen just laughed and left. Only Qin Shu with an ugly face was left. Let's talk about Qin on the other side. Follow Xiaohuan into the interior of the Linglo. Qin has seen what it means to be rich. The scenery, furnishings, etc. in the Linglo are not only beautiful, but also strange. It's an absolute treasure. Qin felt that it was comparable to that of the imperial palace. I don't know how many times stronger than my own palace. I thought that this king bought some rare treasures and put them in the palace, and the palace is already very high-end. Going to your home where Miss lives is even more luxurious. Quote. Qin couldn't help but sigh. That's right, the North Prince doesn't even think about the identity of my miss. She can't get any rare treasures. That's right, people from the spirit race, talent is very talented. Qin said with emotion. Prince North, here we are, my miss is inside. Xiaohuan took Qin outside a courtyard and stopped. Qin nodded. Xiaohuan left consciously. Qin looked up at the courtyard. Compared to the rare treasures along the way when we just came. The yard is too simple. They are all unremarkable, some ornaments and supplies used by ordinary people in their families. This made Qin a little surprised. Walking into the yard, the fragrance of flowers is fragrant. The piano sounded at the same time. Following the sound of the piano, Qin came across the yard and came to the backyard. I saw a pavilion on the edge of the small lake. A woman in a long green dress stroked the gukan. She was wearing green gauze on her face, and only half of her beautiful face was exposed. Qin came to the pavilion naturally. He didn't speak, just sat quietly, listening to the beautiful woman in front of him. The song is over. Ling Kexin then looked at Qin Although Qin has already been seen in the mirror. But this is the first time we met, Ling Kexin still carefully observed Qin Handsome for sure. And Qin was just sitting quietly. But Ling Kexin could feel Qin self-confidence radiating from the inside out, which made her a little stunned. It's better to be famous than to meet, the prince is really surprising. Ling Kexin said with a smile. Oh, accident, what? Is it rumored that this king is arrogant and domineering, but Miss Xin thinks this king is fierce? Mindful, is this the self-confidence of madness? She was a Ling girl before, but now she is a Kexin girl. Don't you have to call yourself cute for a while? How could the son of Emperor Xia have a fierce face, but the heart is just an accident, the prince is extraordinarily handsome and confident. Ling Kexin said with a small smile. Ha ha ha, yes, this king also thinks so. Then what? I don't know what benefits will you have after being your guest of honor. Let's talk about it in detail, and this king will choose one or two. Qin Bei said with a smile. Ling Kexin, actually, would I play a song for the prince? I've listened to it a lot, and I'm tired. Is there anything else? The prince misunderstood. The tune I played does not require the prince to comprehend it, and if I play it in person, the effect is different. Why don't the prince try it? That's okay. Anyway, there's a lot of time, it's fun, we'll come later. Ling Kexin, why doesn't this prince of the north look so serious as that Prince Shu? Why are you thinking about those nasty things in your head? Then I'll start. After speaking, Ling Kexin began to play on her own. The sound of the piano was still beautiful, something Qin Bei had never heard before. And this time is completely different, the mood in it is like an open book exam. Directly instilled into Qin Bei's mind. Slowly, Qin Bei was immersed in it. The extremely cold gaze, which had just broken through, was not yet stable, but now it has completely stabilized. The ingenious sound of the piano can actually help him master these powers skillfully. Qin Bei finally understood what Dao Ling Xin cultivated. Assist. Complete assistance. Whether it is cultivation or combat, Ling Kexin can help people improve. Thinking of this, Qin Bei was shocked when he suddenly realized. And had a bold idea. The epiphany of the system allows one to theoretically control the cultivation technique and learn to use it. And the soulful sound of the piano can make oneself skilled in these cultivation technique magical powers. Then, if you combine the two, you will be invincible in the world without cultivation or actual combat. Of course, the premise is that there are enough kryptonite points and long-term help from Ling Kexin. Not only that, Qin Bei even felt that after exchanging cultivation base from the system mall, he didn't need to consider the problem of unstable foundation after his strength soared. As long as there is a spirit to help, and no actual combat is required, it will be stable. Not only faster, but easier. It's simply a fishing artifact. Thinking of this, Qin Bei no longer hesitated. Although there is no guarantee that Ling Kexin can help himself in the long run, at least for now, Ling Kexin is able to help himself. System, how many Krypton gold points do you need to exchange 1 year's cultivation base now? 1 year cultivation base, 1000 Krypton gold points. Close black lens bracket. Why is it more expensive than before? Qin Bei was surprised. Because the mall level is 3rd level, the exchange is also a 1 year cultivation base in the Foundation Establishment Realm world. Close black lens bracket. Then exchange for 1 year cultivation base first. 1000 Krypton gold points, successfully exchanged for 1 year cultivation base. Close black lens bracket. Remaining Krypton gold points, 12,000. The next moment, Qin Bei felt that a lot of spiritual chi appeared in his body. However, although spiritual chi is huge, it is not cranky at all. It can even be said to be very gentle. It was the first time Qin Bei felt this wonderful feeling. How to say, you don't need to go out to absorb and refine, these spiritual chi become your own cultivation base. Simply a lazy artifact. System, I didn't read you wrong, the cultivation base that I exchanged for is cool. Qin Bei thought so in his heart. Breakthrough. Qin Bei was overjoyed. In a short time, he broke through from the Foundation Establishment Realm 6th stage to the Foundation Establishment Realm 7th stage. The next second, Qin Bei wondered. Because the exchanged spiritual chi is gone. But I just got promoted to the 1st level. Why is the 1 year cultivation base spiritual chi gone? System, what's the matter? You said, did you take my kickback? Qin Bei asked loudly in his heart. Open black lens bracket master, what did you say? How could I do such a dirty thing? Close black lens bracket. Then why does the 1 year cultivation base only allow me to be promoted to 1st stage? Are you too hydrated? No wonder Qin Bei thought so. 1 year of cultivation base. If he is now above the nascent soul level and only promoted to the 1st level, Qin Bei will not think too much. But he's still just the Foundation Establishment Realm. In a year, not to mention more, at least he can be promoted to 5th stage or above. Master, you have misunderstood this system, and you have only been promoted to 1st stage. That is because the spiritual chi in your body is more pure than others, so it is naturally more difficult to promote. Close black lens bracket. What the system said was a little aggrieved. You are obviously nitpicking, but still blame the system for taking rebates. What about trust? Is this gone? Chin Bei. This. Chin Bei seemed to understand when the system said this. For each realm, all surpass the same rank cultivator, so Chin Bei is very strict with the spiritual qi that enters his body. Typical cultivation that doesn't want to suffer, wants to surpass everyone while having fun. If it were someone else, it is estimated that they would be scolded and drenched in blood. You don't want to cultivate, you know how to play every day, and you still want to become a master. What about dreaming? But it was different when it came to Chin Bei. Because he has a system, he can really do it. If the purity of spiritual qi in other cultivators is 1. The purity of spiritual qi in Chin Bei's body is 10. Thinking about it this way, it seems pretty good that cultivation base has promoted itself to first stage for 1 year. Forget it, I don't care about your rebates, anyway, I have more spirit stones. Chin Bei said indifferently. Open black lens bracket. I didn't eat the rebate. I really don't. If you don't believe me, I'll die for you. Close black lens bracket. Chin Bei. Okay, you didn't. It's pretty stubborn. System. Then don't stop. Exchange for 3 more years of cultivation base. Chin Bei said. After 3 years of cultivation base, he can basically guarantee his promotion to the Foundation Establishment Realm 9th stage. Spend 3,000 Krypton gold points to exchange 3 years of cultivation base successfully. Close black lens bracket. Remaining Krypton gold points, 9,000. This time, the spiritual qi that entered his body was 3 times that of the previous one. When all spiritual qi are converted into their own cultivation base. As Chin Bei expected, cultivation base stayed directly at the Foundation Establishment Realm 9th stage. Look at the remaining 9,000 Krypton gold points. Chin Bei thought for a while, but in the end he still didn't exchange it for cultivation base. He knew that if he converted all of these into cultivation base, he would definitely be able to break through the gold core realm in one fell swoop. But what Chin Bei wants is not a simple breakthrough gold core environment. Since the Foundation Establishment realm is always the Foundation Establishment, how can the gold core realm be completed so hastily? At least it has to catch up with the face of the Foundation Establishment. And during Chin Bei's silence, Ling Kexin, who was in front of him, looked at him in a daze. Because in this short piece of time, she witnessed the man in front of him jump from the Foundation Establishment Realm 6th stage to the Foundation Establishment Realm 9th stage. This, outrageous, but shock. She knew that what Chin Bei needed most at this time was to control this sudden surge of power. And she was able to help Chin Bei. Then a beautiful piece of music sounded from her playing. The sound of the piano is melodious. Accompanied by the sound of the piano, Chin Bei also gradually controlled the skyrocketing power. After half an hour, Chin Bei opened his eyes and let out a light breath. Looking at Link in front of him, he smiled. This Ling Kexin is really a plug-in aid. The North Prince is really a strange person, who can hide so much pure spiritual qi in his body. Ling Kexin said with a smile. She thought that Chin Bei's spiritual qi had always existed in her body. I met myself today, and after knowing my own ability, I burst out. Thank you too. Since the prince has become my guest of honor, there is no need to thank him for doing this. Ling Kexin shook his head and said. The two stared at each other like this, neither of them knowing what to say next. Until Chin Bei said, if I can, then I'm going to practice a magical power. Certainly. Link nodded. She understood what Chin Bei meant. Just need help by yourself. As long as Chin Bei is still serious, she has nothing to worry about. I was afraid that Chin Bei would not be serious and talk to her about topics that would make her blushing. Thank you so much then. After that, Chin Bei jumped out of the pavilion. Came to the middle of the lake. When his toes stepped on the lake water about 10 meters around his feet instantly froze. Chin Bei just sat cross-legged on the ice. Ling Kexin was astonished. Chin Bei is obviously not the kind of person who specializes in ice attribute abilities in the land of snow. But was able to do just that at the Foundation Establishment realm. Obviously, Chin Bei's use of the extreme cold gaze is already extremely skilled. The next moment, a jade slip appeared in Chin Bei's hand. It is the immortal supernatural power, silent marksmanship. The piano sounded. Bei also calmed down and began to understand. System, exchange for 20 epiphany opportunities. Spend 2,000 Krypton gold points to exchange for 20 epiphanies successfully. Close black lens bracket. Remaining Krypton gold points, 7,000. This time, Bei went very smoothly. At the moment of comprehension, a villain appeared in Bei's mind. He opened his mouth and began to explain the silent marksmanship. The high-level supernatural power of the immortal grade of silent marksmanship is the famous stunt of the ancestor of the dead. Silent marksmanship, a total of 7 shots. The first shot, a little cold light. Before the gun is fired, the intention will come first. Then Bei saw this little man show himself the first shot in a dashing manner. When this strike attacked his own, Bei instinctively wanted to resist even though he knew he couldn't hurt himself. Because this strike is too strong. Bei recalled his previous battles. It seems that there is no other blow that can compare to this gun, except for the full use of the cold stare at the town magic tower. The second shot, the shot is like a dragon. Fast and domineering. Bei, a little cold light came first, and then the gun shot out like a dragon. This, did the ancestors of annihilation traveled to the world. Third shot, Bei watched one move after another. The more I looked, the more shocked. Until the last shot. Seventh shot, silence, 1 shot per battle. The introduction is simple. But after seeing this strike from the villain, Bei was dumbfounded. Silence, true silence. Everything disappeared under this shot. Sigh, Bei took a deep breath. Only now did he know how strong the real powerhouse was. Also certain, own Arctic gaze is definitely not so simple. It seems that we need to find time to go to the snow country in the future. Bei thought so in his heart. Just then, the villain disappeared. Before disappearing, he left the last sentence. Remember, to cultivate this magical power, you need to have a deep understanding of marksmanship. If you want to cultivate into the first shot, you must at least reach the entry level of spear intent. Otherwise, cultivating it is tantamount to suicide. Listen to this last sentence. Bei, dry. This immortal supernatural power looks down on people. How can I not practice as a person who has never played with guns? Still have to get started with gun intent. I ride a horse. There is no prototype yet, and it is still getting started. If someone else knew about Bei's complaint, supposed to be vomiting blood. Others are immortals with supernatural powers. Who knew you would be taken by a Foundation establishment realm cultivator? And you really, if you can comprehend it, it is outrageous. In the entire cultivation world, there are only a handful of people who can do this. Bei thinks that there is a systematic epiphany, and there is help from the heart. Thought I could try it out. At least learn this first shot first, a little cold light. So he stood up, and a spear 7 inches and 2 feet long appeared in his hand. Although it is just an ordinary spear, it also looks like a divine armament in Bei's hands. After all, confidence is the pinnacle. Shish. Bei first played with guns at will. It feels good. So he began to practice the first shot of this silent marksmanship. A little chill. Result. The action is there, but not only is it not lethal, but it also feels like a spiritual chi backlash. Okay, I'd better learn to use a gun first. In the end Bei did not want to compromise and had to compromise. So began the hard work. Fortunately, there is a systematic epiphany. Although things like gun intent are erratic, epiphanies still work. With double pupils, getting started is just a matter of time. The days and nights passed like this. Ling Kashin was still playing, and Bei was still practicing his marksmanship on the ice. Hey, I said good enjoyment, but this magical power is so harmful. Bei complained. It would be nice if it could be exchanged directly with Krypton gold points. Open black lens bracket master, you can. Close black lens bracket. Bei, Wang Defa. There is no way for the magical powers to be cultivated in one step, but the number of spear skills and spear intent can be exchanged for Krypton gold points. Close black lens bracket. Hearing this, Bei's heart at this moment has 10,000 grassland horses galloping past. Why didn't you say it earlier? It made me practice so hard for so long. Master, didn't you ask? Close black lens bracket. Bei, hurry up. how many Krypton gold points do you need to exchange gun ideas to get started? 5,000 Krypton gold points are enough. Close black lens bracket. Chin Bei looked at the interface. Remaining Krypton gold points, 5,000. Just right. Exchange. Chin Bei chose to exchange without hesitation. Although all the Krypton gold points were spent, he was not at all distressed. Still earning anyway. Spend 5,000 Krypton gold points to exchange the gun intent entry successfully. Close black lens bracket. Remaining Krypton gold points, 0. The moment when the exchange is successful, Chin Bei felt that the spear in his hand had changed. Again, practice, there is no spent playing before. The previous Chin Bei was just how handsome he was. But now, every move and style did not give extra strength. A thorn is a thorn. Picking is picking. It doesn't look as handsome as before. However, Ling Kashin, who was playing at the gazebo in the distance, looked at Chin Bei in shock. Although she is not a master of marksmanship, she can see that Chin Bei's knowledge of guns is similar to her own at the beginning. But now, is this talent? No wonder they can do so many things that normal cultivators can't. Another hour later, Chin Bei finally stopped. His gun intent has already gotten started. And very handy. As for the first shot of the silent marksmanship, there is no practice meeting yet. Chin Bei was also anxious. Wait until you have a Krypton gold point before practicing. So Chin Bei put away his gun and returned to the pavilion. The prince has learned marksmanship before? Link asked curiously. No, Chin Bei replied naturally. That, you want to ask why I am able to do things so quickly that others may not be able to accomplish in 10 years. That's right, you can comprehend the spear intent in a day. Even with my help, it's impossible to accomplish such a feat. Ling Kexin knows that she owns 2 pounds. So I also know that Chin Bei's comprehension of the spear intent has nothing to do with himself. This kind of thing that needs to be done over time, can be done in 1 day, is there any other reason? Of course, I am good enough. Chin Bei was not embarrassed at all, and said confidently. Mindful, okay, it's time for this king to go home. Chin Bei got up and said. To be honest, Chin Bei came here to spend money and to see beautiful women as a wonderful guest. Of course, there is also a desire to explore the abilities of the Eldar people. Now that I have seen it, Chin Bei has nothing to stay. Prince is leaving now. It's less than 2 days. Ling Kashin said in surprise. If this king is really like everyone else, if he stays for a month, the 2 ladies in the family can kill this king alive. Chin Bei shook his head and laughed. Ling Kashin smiled when she heard this. Yeah, the prince is a family man. It's really not suitable for me to stay here too much. The 2 just stared at each other like this and didn't speak. Finally, it was Chin Bei who broke the silence. I left this time, and I can come again next time. Anyway, this king is very busy. Chin Bei has thought about it, since Ling Kexin's ability can help him cultivate. Then as long as you have enough kryptonite points, come here to cultivate for a while. Perfectly worked. Next time, that's going to cost a lot of spirit stones. Ling Kashin said jokingly. The king's spirit stones are all prepared for Kashin girl. Hee, I lied to you. In fact, it's very simple to be my guest of honor, just be with me. Ling Kashin said with a smile. It turns out that it is so difficult. So, this king is quite to your liking. At least for now, more people want to know more than Prince Nasho. Understand deeper, Chin Bei answered, and immediately thought of a picture that is not suitable for children. Yes, in-depth understanding, I really want to know about you, Prince North. Cough cough, if you want to say that, this king thinks that you can stay for another day. Let's have a good in-depth understanding. After Chin Bei sat down, he said with a strange smile. Ling Kexin, ahead of question marks. Prince North, you always make people think that you are not serious. Don't think, this king is not serious in the first place. Mindful, this time, Ling Kashin understood that she was actually being molested. Immediately felt a little embarrassed. Okay, I won't tease you, in fact, you are deliberately letting. Is this king your guest of honor? Quote, Chin Bei stared straight at Ling Kexin and said suddenly. Ling Kexin, Prince, what does this mean? You don't have to pretend. Every time this king enters the Linglo, I feel that something is peeping at this king from behind. At first, I couldn't be sure that it was you, but your 10 songs were obviously prepared for the king. There's no way my Arctic staring powers would break. Qin poured himself a cup of tea and took a sip. Maybe it's a coincidence, it means that I have a relationship with the prince. Ling Kexin said with a smile. Then if you want to chat like this king will be arrogant. Qin said with a smile. Mindful, not normal again. This king actually knows the reason why you chose to approach this king, isn't it for this? Having said that, Qin took out an item from the Chenkin bag. It is the sacred artifact of the spiritual race, the floating spirit feng shui compass. Although I don't know how you sensed its existence, it can only be because of it. After all, it is impossible for a woman like you to take the initiative to approach because of the excellence of this king, so she has to be reserved. Qin played with the floating spirit feng shui compass said. Mindful, she felt very tired talking to Qin Bei. Qin is taking advantage and self-confidence all the time. After you get this thing, can you find the location of the floating spirit feng shui compass itself? Qin asked curiously. Link can see that Qin has already guessed it, so he will no longer hide it. Conceal. She is indeed for this floating spirit feng shui compass, and of course, she also has to understand Qin a new young hero. Not necessarily, just possible. Oh, actually, this thing is quite useful to me. Qin pretended to be thoughtful. I can just borrow it, and I can exchange it for another baby. Ling Ke said sincerely. Borrowing, that's not okay, or else, you allow me to enter your spirit building at any time, and I will give you this thing, how about it? Qin said in a coaxing tone. It is good. To Qin surprise, Ling Kexin agreed without thinking about it. Ah, that's agreed. This king is still thinking of showing off a 3-inch tongue. Why don't you agree? I can help the prince with cultivation, but the prince can also help me. For things of mutual benefit, we must agree naturally. Ling Kexin said frankly again. Okay, it's a word. It's a word. After that, Qin handed over the incarnation of the floating spirit feng shui compass to Ling Kexin. But I want to remind you that I have used this thing a few times, and I can't guarantee how many times I can use it. Don't worry, I'm more familiar with this than you, Prince. Okay, the king is gone. Qin really left this time. Leaving the Linglo. When he left the Linglo, he also saw Qin Shu, who was unhappy. But so what? Qin likes to see the other person who is not used to seeing him, but makes him feel like he can't do anything about it. After the 2-day tour of Luofeng Tower, Qin who returned to the mansion, found that the front yard of the palace had changed a lot. Support Tianju. Strange stone. Fragrance-seeking bird. Quote. Seeing these, Qin was very satisfied. These are all the rare treasures he bought from Luofenglo. Specially used for decoration. The housekeeper used to decorate the front yard and he was very satisfied. My lord, in a few days, the palace will be renovated up and down, but your prepaid spirit stones shouldn't be enough. When the old housekeeper saw Qin coming back, he immediately came to Qin to report. It's all right, isn't it just spirit stones? Just keep adding it, butler, you know, the most important thing I need is spirit stones. Don't think about saving money, just spend one if you have one. Understand? Understood. Where is Madam? Qin asked. The 2 princesses are in the main hall and are. The old housekeeper was interrupted by Qin before he could finish speaking. Okay, you go down. Yes. Qin went straight to the main hall. Before they arrived, they saw the figures of Mu Zhaoshui and Ji Zuyu. Obviously, to meet Own. Madam, I haven't seen you for 2 days, I miss you so much. Qin opened his arms sincerely and rushed towards Mu Zhaoshui and Ji Zuyu. The result, obviously, was empty. Neither Mu Zhaoshui nor Ji Zuyu gave him a good look. I heard that your husband offended Prince Shu at Luofenglo. Just for the spirit of Linglo. Mu Zhaoshui said lightly. It's still the first guest to enter the curtain, our husband is amazing. Ji Zuyu also agreed. Qin 3 women in one play, I didn't expect 3 women in the distance to be able to play one play. Look, what did I bring you back? Qin stopped quibbling, and took out the things he had prepared long ago from the Chenkin bag. Don't see, I don't even look. The 2 women were very Sunere said. Qin went to Luofenglo and they agreed. But he didn't agree to let Qin enter someone else's boudoir. Then I'll take it back. It's a pity that I worked so hard. Qin shook his head and pretended to be disappointed. Mu Zhaoshui and Ji Zuyu looked at each other. In the end, Ji Zuyu reluctantly said, "Okay, let me see, if it suits my heart, forget it this time." Quote, "That must be in your mind." Quote, "Look." The two turned their heads and saw that Qin was holding two pink things in his hands. What is it? It's so weird. Yeah, and it's shaped like. The more they looked at it, the more they felt that the thing in Qin hand looked like that indecent thing. Ha ha ha, that's right, these are two new silkworm dresses, and they are also personal items that I specially made for you, my husband. These are very useful and sexy clothes. Would you like to wear me to taste it, madam? Quote, Qin said with a smile. Go to hell, I thought it was really a good thing, but it turned out to be cheaper for you to own. Both women were speechless. Don't I have anything else to give? Anyway, you can use cultivation resources and spirit stones as you want, how boring is it to give them? Qin said seriously. In terms of cultivation resources, Qin felt that he couldn't compare to Ji Zuyu at all. If you send it yourself, unless you get it from the system, or it is very rare, the other party may not be able to like it. So this kind of thing that they have never seen or used, Qin thinks it is the most suitable for courting. Let's go. No one can escape today. Qin said fiercely, and then rushed towards the two women. They should be picked up and taken back to the room. But the next moment, Qin eyes narrowed slightly. Booing loudly. Who? Prince North, show mercy, show mercy. An old man walked out of the main hall in a panic. Seeing this, Qin put the things in his hands behind his back. That, North Prince, sorry, we didn't mean to disturb. An old man stroked his gray beard and said embarrassedly. Who are you? Why are you in this palace? Qin asked. The youngest is the deputy general manager of the firm, Wan Chong. What? Qin looked at Wan Chong with a bewildered expression, and then at Ji Zuyu and Mu Zhaoshui. What's the situation? Husband, we were discussing things just now, you came back, this is not. Ji Zuyu said a little embarrassedly. Qin dry, never felt so losing face before. Cough cough. That, you go in first, my wife and I have something to say. Yes, Prince. ... Looking old. With his head in, Qin put the clothes in his hands back into the Chenkin bag. What's the matter? Qin asked suspiciously. Didn't your husband say it when he left? I'll meet the person who handed in the invitation. No, I've come and gone, and I'm familiar with them. They are willing to come to me to discuss if they have something to do. Ji Zuyu said with a smile. Have you gotten to know each other so quickly? These people didn't make things difficult for you. Qin didn't believe that those who lived in Daxia would care about a concubine. That's right, little sister is very good at this aspect. Although there were a few people who made things difficult for us at the beginning, little sister managed them obediently with a little trick. Mu Zhaoshui said proudly, as if she did it successfully. Oh, Qin understood. Sure enough, the Empress is worthy of being the Empress. Even if there is no power, they can still play with these people. Forget it, don't worry about them, you can solve your own problems, the madam is still with me. Qin laughed again. Mu Zhaoshui. Ji Zuyu. Husband, Wan Chang is the deputy general manager of the firm. On weekdays, everyone who wants to see him has to line up. Even the prince, he rarely gives face. Just take care of him, just be in charge. Don't play your temper, don't people just interrupt you to do bad things. As for that, humph, don't you know that your husband and I, Yazzie, will report it? Ji Zuyu. Actually, I don't want to worry about his mess. Ji Zuyu said helplessly. That's right, leave him alone. But, husband, aren't you very short of money? If you have a relationship with him, won't you have a lot of opportunities to make money in the future? After all, you are the deputy general manager of the royal business, and you can give a little benefit in the rules. Husband, you are enough. Splurge for a long time. Ji Zuyu looked at Qin and found that the latter had changed. He continued, but our husband is a person who will show his teeth, and he will definitely disdain to have contact with such a person, that's fine. In the future, he will only be in power, and money will be rubbish. Hey, Don't, actually. I think it's not easy for this old man. He's a lot of age, let's help him. Qin Bei said solemnly. PFF'd. Ha ha ha. Ji Zuyu and Mu Jiaoshui laughed almost at the same time. Qin Bei could only look at the two of them speechlessly. Is it funny? Make money, it's not shabby. Qin Bei said as a matter of course. Then do you want to discuss with us? Ji Zuyu asked. I'll forget it. It's better to leave these brain-intensive things to Madam. If there is really something that's not easy to solve, come to me again, and I will directly suppress it by force. Qin Bei said with his head held high. Ji Zuyu. She really didn't want to blow Qin Bei's self-confidence. But how could a person from the Foundation Establishment Realm 6th stage walk all over this transcend tribulation and suppress it by force in the capital of Sha, where there are as many immortals as dogs? And many more. Husband, you have Foundation Establishment Realm 9th stage. Ji Zuyu asked in surprise. Hearing this, Mu Jiaoshui also looked at Qin Bei in surprise. But why do you see only Foundation Establishment Realm 6th stage and Qin Bei Cultivation Base? You know this as well. Qin Bei was also surprised. Because he has many functions on the jade pendant representing the prince. One of them is to hide own cultivation base. Now others look at own cultivation base, which is Foundation Establishment Realm 6th stage. Unless someone with a very high cultivation base can see through it. After all, this was done by Emperor Sha himself. To talk about an unloved prince, what is the most valuable thing in his life? It may be this jade pendant that will be bestowed upon birth. Ah, that, I just know, anyway. Ji Zuyu wanted to say that it was because we were already one. But if Qin Bei knew about it, Qin Bei, who is already sullen, who knows what outrageous things will happen next? Oh, that's right, it's the Foundation Establishment Realm 9th stage. Your husband is amazing, right? So, I've been cultivating for the past 2 days, and haven't done anything else. Qin Bei was too lazy to ask. Okay, let's discuss things, and I won't disturb you. Qin Bei felt that it was appropriate to leave such trivial matters to Ji Zuyu. My main goal now is to learn the first shot of silent marksmanship. Of course, there is more important, breakthrough Gold Core Realm. Only after entering the Gold Core Realm can own cultivation base catch up with the geniuses of the same age. Of course, when cultivation base catches up with the tail, it means that no geniuses of the same age can fight in front of him. Okay, these things can be resolved temporarily. I want to help them this time, and the palace will be able to live in the future. I mean, quote, Ji Zuyu said with a smile. Qin Bei walked alone in the garden of the palace, looking at the good things he bought, and was very satisfied. In my heart, I thought that in the near future, the own palace would become the #1 mansion in the world. Think a little excited, but after turning around, Qin Bei felt that something was missing from the house. Until he came to the gate of the palace, he knew what the shortcomings were. There must be 2 carved beasts made of large stones in front of the door of a big family, right? Such as dragon, wind, pixiu, lion or something. Seeing that he has no door, how shabby. But they didn't know that the carved beasts made of stone were used by ordinary people. Nobles are directly gatekeepers with cultivators. Take the Northern Prince's mansion. The gatekeepers in front of the mansion are all gold core cultivators. I'll get some domineering gatekeepers back in 2 days. Qin Bei thought so. At night, I thought about the spirit stones in my hands. There are more than 1 million. After all these are spent, if you replace them with Krypton gold points, you will definitely be able to learn the first shot of the silent marksmanship. But Qin Bei also wants to break through the gold core realm faster. These are all worth kryptonite. Apparently, 1 million spirit stones isn't enough. But the distribution of the royal family still takes half a month. Should I wait for half a month? Qin Bei muttered to himself. I think waiting half a month is a waste of time. If you spend money, you must stand up immediately, and horse immediately. So that night, Qin Bei found Ji Zuyu. Ma'am, are there any officials from the Ministry of Households who have come to the door these days? Qin Bei asked with a smile. What do you want to do, husband? Ji Zuyu stared at Qin Bei with big eyes. Qin Bei didn't even need to speak. Just from this face, Ji Zuyu knew that there was nothing good. Qin Bei rubbed his thumb and index finger in front of Ji Zuyu. What? Tisk. What, husband, I've been a little tight lately, so I thought that if there was someone in the Ministry of Household, I would distribute this king's next month's payment to me in advance. Of course, if the power is bigger, such as the Minister of the Household, let him give me this year's distribution first, I'm not too much. Jizuyu. 1 year, husband, do you really dare to say that if this is what you want, it is an abuse of power? Can you bear it, your majesty Longwei? Jizuyu feels Chinbei. It's getting bolder. Husband, it's too much for you to spend more than 1 million spirit stones on these things that are of no value to cultivation. If your majesty finds out, you will definitely be scolded. Jizuyu said with some worry. In Jizuyu's heart, Chinbei is indeed showing more and more talent now. Definitely one of the prince's candidates. Everything is going in the right direction. But Chinbei's reckless spending can easily be caught. If not stopped, it is definitely a weakness. And most importantly, Jizuyu knew. The contemporary Xia Huang is forbidden to be extravagant. As the emperor of Daxia, the gardens of the harem are basically ordinary things. Only the central area houses the various dynasties and some rare treasures offered by the sect. So Jizuyu knew that Chinbei could have such a status now. It all came from the approval of Emperor Xia. If the Emperor Xia is angered, then these may be gone. Chinbei doesn't think about it himself, but Jizuyu has to think about it. She knew that for an emperor, sometimes talent was not that important. Unless this person will definitely be able to achieve Saint Realm in the future. I'm afraid of what the father will do. The money was originally from the father. What's wrong with me wanting to get it earlier? I just want to spend. What's wrong with me? Chinbei said again as a matter of course. Jizuyu. But, madam, in fact, you don't know the father at all. The father is an ambitious person and doesn't like stability. Chinbei said meaningfully. Jizuyu was taken aback. Then he looked at Chinbei with big beautiful eyes. What do you mean, husband? I didn't say anything, I just wanted to spend money and do nothing anyway. Chinbei spread his hands and said, well, there is indeed a head of the household department, from the 4th rank official, who is in charge of monthly entry and exit statistics. Is it reliable? Jizuyu recalled. The sharp-mouthed, monkey-cheeked person looks like a flattering person. As long as you have a higher status than him, you can use it. Of course, you can't guarantee that someone who has the same status as your husband asks him if he will say it. Jizuyu said, she has seen many such people. If you have no ability, you will be flattering. That's fine, as long as you can give me the spirit stones. Chinbei said indifferently, then I'll ask someone to help my husband get in touch. Okay, it's such a happy decision. Then Chinbei started to be dishonest. It's my wife who is still able to do it. Saying this, Chinbei wanted to hug Jizuyu. Pity. Jizuyu flashed away. Hey, still running, I like it. Husband, don't. Zhao Shui will come over in a while. Jizuyu said while avoiding Chinbei. What is she here for? Didn't you sleep separately? Could it be that you are carrying me? Chinbei said with a wicked smile. Jizuyu. What are you thinking, husband? It's just that I'm going to break through the gold core tonight, and I need Zhao Shui's help. When Jizuyu spoke, her beautiful eyes were filled with speechlessness. I really don't know which side of Chinbei in front of him is the real one. According to Chinbei, Xia Huang is an ambitious person and does not like to look at it safely. Chinbei should be a smart man, and a smart man with a scheming. But now, it just looks very unorthodox at first glance. Ready so soon. Chinbei was surprised. He didn't ask Jizuyu if she needed her own help. Because if Jizuyu needed help, she would definitely find her own. Now I'm ready to make a breakthrough before I tell myself. Obviously you don't need own help. Is it fast? My breakthrough is the pinnacle of Foundation Establishment Realm, and now I'm about to enter the Gold Core Realm, but my husband has gone from Foundation Establishment Realm 5th stage to the pinnacle of Foundation Establishment Realm. Jizuyu said seriously. Ha, I'm fast. You slandered me. When will your husband be fast? You haven't felt it, how can you say I'm fast? Jizuyu. No, breakthrough will take place tomorrow night. Today, my husband must let you know if I'm happy. After saying that, Chinbei took off his clothes in a feigned anger. Jizuyu's beautiful eyes looked at Chinbei like this. I thought to myself, with this determination, there are still rumors that my husband is the reincarnation of Saint. It is estimated that after knowing this situation, this rumor will be self-destructed. Which saint is so rude? ... Husband, what are you doing? At this moment, Mu Jiaoshui's head came in from outside the door. Under the moonlight, it is beautiful and moving. Ah, this. I'll show Zuyu my new Tianquansheng. Qin Bei was interrupted and immediately embarrassed. Just looking for a lame excuse. Cough cough, since you have something to do, let's talk about it later. After Qin Bei finished speaking, he left Ji Zuyu's room. But he didn't realize that Mu Jiaoshui was originally smiling and had a very good-looking face, but because of his departure, he became unhappy. Mu Jiaoshui heard Qin Bei's nonsense when he was outside just now. I thought that Qin Bei would also make a fool of himself if he appeared. But now, Qin Bei just left. The careful Ji Zuyu discovered this. But as the Empress, Ji Zuyu has never been in love. Where do you know how to deal with this kind of thing? And Qin Bei was obviously joking, probably because he was seen on his naive side and felt embarrassed, so he left. I'm jealous. Mu Jiaoshui walked in, sat beside Ji Zuyu, and pouted. Like an angry baby. Ji Zuyu. Yes, send one away, here comes another one. Then if you're jealous, I won't break through tonight. You secretly go to your husband's room and let him take you away tonight. As long as you tempt it casually, you have the virtue of your husband. It is estimated that the King of Heaven is here, and you don't want to leave his room tonight. Ji Zuyu laughed and joked. Isn't that following his wish? I don't want it. At least he has to express it first. No, what are you thinking? Breakthrough. This time, you break through Gold Core, and I break through Nascent Soul. Mu Jiaoshui shook her head and said. Seeing this, Ji Zuyu just smiled. The night passed. Qin Bei has always paid attention to the room where Ji Zuyu was. I found that one night, there were 2 breakthrough breaths. Obviously, not only Ji Zuyu made a breakthrough, but Mu Jiaoshui also made a breakthrough. But what makes Qin Bei a little puzzled is that the cultivation technique of Wu Kingdom can still dual cultivation. And there are 2 women. Dual culture, shouldn't it be adding my own man? Are the novels deceitful? Dual cultivation is actually just 2 people. Qin Bei didn't care about that either. Anyway, Ji Zuyu is the Empress, she owns cultivation, she knows best. Don't mind your own business. My lord, someone outside the mansion is asking to see you. Who? He said his name was Zhang Quan, and he said that he was in charge of the Ministry of Households and had something to do with you. Okay, I see, let him wait in the West Wing. Yes. Qin Bei looked at the sky. Very early. This whole Germany's work efficiency is quite fast. Bringing spirit stones to myself in just one night. Qin Bei soon came to the West Wing. I saw a thin young man with a sharp mouth and monkey cheeks. However, to feel its cultivation base, it is already a gold core state, and it is obviously not a youth. Hey, my lord. Seeing Qin Bei coming, Zhang Quan immediately showed a loyal and honest look. However, with this appearance, there is not much loyalty. There are a lot of smart people. Well, you are good, spirit stones to this king. Your lord has praised it. Hearing Qin Bei complimenting himself, Zhang Quan felt very happy. This is the North Prince. Teen hero. It was even the prince who appeared in the capital on a dragon carriage. Even if he fails to become the future Emperor Xia, he is definitely a big man with real power. No matter how many people came to see him, they couldn't get Qin Bei to meet him in person. Now I have the opportunity to do things for Qin Bei. As long as I do well, it is very likely that I will become a celebrity around Qin Bei. After that, you have to walk with wind. What are you doing? What about spirit stones? Qin Bei frowned and looked at Zhang Quan with a smirk. Is this man seriously ill? That, Lord, spirit stones didn't bring. Zhang Quan said in a low voice. What? In an instant, the aura on Qin Bei's body changed. This kind of pressure is not only from the superiors, but also from the strength. Zhang Quan's body trembled immediately. I was even more shocked. Isn't this North Prince rumored to be the Foundation Establishment realm? Why would someone in the Gold Core realm be frightened by the other person's look? My lord, you don't know something. I only manage the statistics of the entry and exit, but I don't dare to misappropriate the spirit stones in the treasury. Zhang Quan hurriedly knelt down and said sincerely. Qin Bei thought about it, and it seemed that this was the case. The other side is a little from the fourth rank. Don't dare to dare, it is impossible to enter the treasury alone to get spirit stones. Get up, then how can you help this king? Qin Bei asked about Ao. Zhang Quan just got up and said with a smile, this is simple, as long as it is like this. This money is originally yours, prince. As long as you follow me to the treasury, the guards will let me in to get spirit stones. I just need to put the account on the next month's books. Zhang Quan said with a smile. It's that simple. Yes, it's as simple as that, but I have to trouble your lord to come with me, so I came here so early. In fact, all it takes is a word from Qin Bei, but Zhang Quan hopes that Qin Bei can go to the treasury in person. In that case, it's not too late, we'll go now. Qin Bei actually saw a little bit of Zhang Quan's careful thinking. It is nothing more than wanting to go to the treasury with him to show off. Let some people know they have a prince behind them. In this way, the people below will be more respectful to him, and officials at the same level will not dare to provoke him. Even if the official position is higher than him, he should look at the face of his own prince and think of him in some things. But knowing is knowing. Qin Bei is not disgusted by this kind of thing. Do things, is to have a long-term relationship. And this is Qin Bei's way of doing things. Those who do things for themselves will definitely get more benefits than other princes. Those who dare to do bad things to themselves will definitely end badly. So Qin Bei went to the treasury with Zhang Quan. Zhang Quan also really knows to seize the opportunity. Taking Qin Bei all the way around, almost everyone who worked in the treasury saw him gallantly following Qin Bei. Qin Bei also seemed to accept it. Hey, look, is the person walking in front of Zhang Quan the Prince of the North? Looks like it is. Hey, Zhang Quan, when did he actually climb such a high branch? I heard that there are many people who want to visit, even from the third rank, but they have not been able to meet the North Prince. What kind of shit luck did Zhang Quan have? Forget it, don't talk about it. In the future, this Quan's status will go to a higher level, I'm envious. Listening to the discussions around him, Zhang Quan was very satisfied. This little wish of own has come true. My lord, please come here. After being satisfied, Zhang Quan brought Qin Bei into a room. When I walked in, it was full of busy figures. Sir, this border material requires 7. It will be delivered within a few days, time is tight, please check it quickly. Quote. Sir, the follow-up materials needed to establish a teleportation formation with Wu Guo have already been reported, and people need to prepare. Grown-ups. As soon as Zhang Quan came in, a dozen people gathered around and started reporting one by one. My lord, you do your own thing first, I'm not in a hurry here. Qin Bei said casually. Thank you, my lord. After Zhang Quan thanked him, the people around knew that this was the prince, and they hurriedly saluted. Qin Bei was standing aside, watching the operation here. I have to say, even in the world of immortal cultivation. But a dynasty is a dynasty. The operation of the dynasty is like a huge and complex machine. There are really many trivial things, and many things need to be reported layer by layer. Zhang Quan and these people are like a part, constantly running. Qin Bei watched from the side, surprised in his heart. Although this picture of Quan De likes to smack his horses, this person still does things in an orderly manner. Obviously it's not just people who can flatter, but also some real skills. But think about it. Without this ability, no matter how good the flattery is, it is impossible to mix up to the level of a 4th rank official. He is also the 4th rank official who manages the treasury. Finally, after half an hour, Zhang Quan completed all the things in his hands and came to Qin Bei. My lord, let's go to the treasury. It is good. On the way, Zhang Quan, you said that if this king wants to directly transfer this year's distribution, can it be done? As soon as Qin Bei said these words, Zhang Quan, who was walking in front, stumbled. Wang Yi, are you kidding me? It's fine a month in advance, but this year, you can just. Zhang Quan didn't finish speaking. Qin Bei also knew that, probably because he wanted to say that he was too greedy. That's fine, then it's 2 months. It happened during the Imperial Tomb trial, and I didn't have time to spend money. Qin Bei said indifferently. Zhang Quan. Well, I've been pitted again. At first it was just a few days in advance. This mouth of my own will be taken directly next month. The point is that I just said that I can make it a month earlier. It's too late to regret it now. Oh, isn't this digging a hole for yourself and jumping by yourself? Open. Quan could not wait to slap himself. But he didn't dare to show it on his face. Can only suffer silently. The treasury is not far away. This is Qin Bei's first visit to the treasury. Was really shocked once. Daxia Treasury. Single quote. The 4 characters exude the majesty of Saint. This plaque is the pen of the royal ancestors. The guards have 3 layers inside and 3 layers outside. Qin Bei felt it, and the lowest cultivation base was already in the gold core state. Looking inside, you can't see the camera at a glance. It is impossible to imagine how big the treasury is. This is the wealth of a country. Token. Just as they approached the gate, the 2 were stopped by the guarding squad leader. Qin Bei felt it, nascent soul cultivation base. Here's the token, and here's the fetch file. Zhang Quan has long been prepared. Take out the special token and call the file. The squad leader first took the token and watched it. The file is checked only afterwards. It was written that the allocation of the next 2 months of the Northern Prince's residence would be transferred. Seeing this, the squad leader frowned. Master Zhang, it's not yet the distribution day, right? The captain said solemnly. The distribution of the royal family has fixed days. Next month, there is still half a month left. Prince North is about to participate in the Imperial Tomb trial, and he needs to improve his strength before that, so he needs to get these assignments in advance. The adults understand that the convenience of being with others is the convenience of being with yourself. Believe it or not, this is the Northern Prince. Zhang Quan still looked embarrassed when he saw the squad leader. Quickly introduced Qin Bei. The team leader had discovered Qin Bei long ago. He also saw the jade pendant on the other side's waist representing the prince. I just didn't expect this person to be Prince Sanyan, Prince Bei. Captain Fei Yu of the Praetorian Guards meets the Northern Prince. You don't have to bow, just do what's convenient. Qin Bei said casually. Yes, it's quite common to get assigned ahead of time in an emergency. As long as there is a boss on it. Of course, the premise is that something really happens, such as Qin Bei, who will enter the Imperial Mausoleum trial in more than a month. Otherwise, neither the team leader nor the principal would dare to open such a back door. After all, this kind of thing is not too big or too small. If someone seriously pursues it, it is the misappropriation of national treasury resources. 10 heads are not enough to chop. Wait, Prince, and I'll send for spirit stones. The squad leader handed the token and documents to one of his own subordinates. Can this king go in together? Qin Bei asked. He also wanted to see how much the treasury was. I'm afraid it won't work. No one can enter without a special token. Special token. Qin Bei thought for a while. Then he took out the earth seal of his 3 seals from his own Chenkin bag. Is this a special token? I remember that father-in-law Mei said at the beginning that with this king's seal in it, you can enter anywhere except the palace. Prince North, the treasury is on the edge of the palace wall. Isn't it also possible to enter the palace wall? That is to say, you can enter. Qin Bei spread his hands and said. If the prince wants to visit, he can, but he needs to be searched, and the Chenkin bag needs to be stored outside. Fei Yu said. It was also the first time he met the prince who mastered the land seal and came to the treasury. Only to this. Yes, this king is also curious about the interior of the treasury. Qin Bei said lightly. Stealing the national treasury, Qin Bei thinks it's still in the future. Pooh, how can you steal the treasury when you are a gentleman? Prince, please come with me. Fei Yu could only lead the way in person. After Qin Bei was searched, he was about to enter the treasury, but was stopped by Fei Yu. Prince, please put on this talisman first. Fei Yu took out a talisman and handed it to Qin Bei. The prince doesn't know anything. There are magic circles everywhere in the treasury. If you don't have this talisman, you will be attacked by the magic circle. Oh, the defense is quite complete. That's right, this is a country's resources, and it has to be taken seriously. Qin Bei took a closer look at the talisman. System, can this talisman be exchanged? Yes, one talisman is 10,000 Krypton gold points. Close black lens bracket. The system's answer echoed in Qin Bei's mind. What, 10,000? Why don't you go grab it? This talisman comes from the hands of an expert, and it is very cheap to exchange for 10,000 Krypton gold points. Close black lens bracket. Qin Bei thought for a while. 2. If this kind of talisman can be easily imitated, shouldn't it be messed up? Prince, please, there are many storage sites for spirit stones, 6 million spirit stones, go to a small one. Just let it go. Quote, Fei Yu smiled and led the way. The moment you step into the treasury. Qin Bei used double pupils to watch the situation around him. Sigh. With just one glance, Qin Bei was gasping for breath. The density and strength of this array. If there is no Fulu, let alone this little foundation establishment realm. It is estimated that a strong person who enters the fairyland will not be able to last for a quarter of an hour. And that's just the outskirts of the treasury. What will the heartland be like? I am afraid that Saint can pass. The treasury is not just a simple warehouse. There are many buildings in the treasury. There are also many plaques on the building floor. Signs what is stored in the building, such as spiritual herbs, elixir, spirit stones, rare substances, etc. Prince, you can see that this is the arsenal. It stores some low-level weapons, which are all prepared for the soldiers. And here, it's all healing medicine, and it's also prepared for the soldiers. Don't look at the building and think it can't hold many things. All the Chenkin bags are placed inside. Any Chenkin bag is enough for a family's wealth. Since Qin Bei was going to come in to visit, it was obviously to see these. So Fei Yu was very responsible for explaining to Qin Bei while walking. Come on, spirit stones are stored in this building. Fei Yu took out the token, and the door of the building opened naturally. The two of them stepped into the building. As soon as he came in, Qin Bei saw a room full of shelves. There are countless small grids, one grid is the size of a fist. And there is a Chenkin bag on it. Fei Yu came to the shelf and looked at them one by one. Chenkin bag number 1, with 0 spirit stones remaining. Chenkin bag number 10, with 0 spirit stones left. Chenkin bag number 199, 10 million spirit stones remaining. Fei Yu directly picked up the number. 199 Chenkin bag. Then he took out a special Chenkin bag from his waist. After the 2 Chenkin bags approached, a soul villain appeared out of thin air. Feather hurriedly cupped fist. Lord, the little one needs to get 6 million spirit stones. The soul villain didn't answer, just waved his hand. The next moment, the spirit stones in the number 199 Chenkin bag entered the Chenkin bag that Fei Yu took out. This made Qin Bei stunned. Chenkin, does the bag have its own consciousness? But think about it, it shouldn't be possible. Having consciousness is at least an immortal. These Chenkin bags in front of them are obviously not. It should be the soul branded by the person who made it. It is estimated that it is the handwriting of a big person in the royal worship hall. Shoo. After a few breaths, the Chenkin bag number 199 was closed and returned to the grid, and the villain disappeared. And the number under the 199th Chenkin bag has changed. Universe bag number 199, remaining spirit stones, 4 million. Prince, let's go. Prince, what's the matter with you? Fei Yu waved her hand in front of Qin Bei. Qin Bei came back to his senses. Cough cough, it's nothing, let's go. Qin Bei said nonchalantly. In fact, he was observing the Chenkin bag here just now. Each Chenkin bag contains millions of spirit stones. And there are 500 in this building. In other words, 5 billion spirit stones are stored in just such a building. If this is all for myself, then transcend tribulation will not be a problem. Unfortunately, this is the stuff of the treasury. Don't talk about yourself as a prince, even Emperor Sha can't take it for himself. Let's go. After seeing it, Qin Bei felt that he had learned what it means to be really rich. And this time is not far away. Wen Hua, the secretary of the Ministry of Housing, is warehousing a batch of supplies. These are all earned through the support of the Beastmaster sect behind him. The purpose is to contribute more to the royal family and strive to become the minister of the Ministry of Household within 100 years. At that time, it was time for him to use the royal family to feed back the beast sect. Isn't that the North Prince? Why is he here? Wenhua recognized Qinbei at a glance. With the grudge between Qinbei and the Imperial Beast Sect, he has engraved Qinbei in his mind. It seems that Director Zhang Quan brought the assignment 2 months in advance. The people around you just came in. Knowing what happened outside just now, he replied. Advance, who gave him the power? Wenhua was instantly angry. But this anger is not because of Zhang Quan, but because of Qinbei. He felt that he finally had a chance to give Qinbei a little color. Want to be assigned in advance? Humph, dare to do such a thing, just wait for your allocation to decrease. Stop. Qinbei and Fei Yu were stopped as soon as they walked out of the building. Captain, what's wrong? Fei Yu looked at the person in front of him and asked. The other party was wearing a military uniform, and at first glance it was a captain of the guards. Higher than his level, so when the other party blocked his way, he immediately asked the intention of the visit. The waiter asked me to check your retrieval documents. The captain said bluntly. Fei Yu frowned, looking at the warming that was commanding the mobilization of resources in the distance. I was a little puzzled. The other party is a waiter, what are you doing to care about the retrieved files in your hands? There are loopholes in the retrieval file in your own hands. If pursued, although he just brought people in to get it, it was also a crime of dereliction of duty. Captain, this. Fei Yu was a little embarrassed. Stop the ink, isn't it just a retrieval file? Don't you have a retrieval file? The captain frowned and asked. He thought he was here for a routine, but he didn't expect that he would actually be able to find out the problem. Of course not. How could I dare to use the resources of the treasury without retrieving the documents, just? In the end, Fei Yu could only take out the retrieval file and show it to the other party. After reading it, the captain understood the problem. It is not that the file is not called. There's just something wrong with this file. Prince of the North. Yes, Captain, this is the Northern Prince, authorized by Director Zhang Quan. Fei Yu hurriedly explained. Then Qinbei was introduced. Meet the North Prince. The brigade leader also showed respect after knowing Qinbei's identity. This is now a celebrity in the capital, and everyone wants to flatter him. Of course he is no exception. I looked at the instructions on the document, it was for the trial of the Emperor's mausoleum. Although ordinary people don't know the time of the Emperor's tomb trial, since someone like the Northern Prince said it was more than a month later, it was naturally more than a month later. In that case, you wait here, I will report to the waiter. The captain still did not forget that the waiter asked him to check. Although Zhang Quan, the head of the Ministry of Household, has already agreed on this. However, the official position of the waiter is higher, and he needs to report to the other party. Okay, we'll just wait here, Qinbei said indifferently. Anyway, spirit stones have been taken out now, not to mention that this household servant is a spy of the Imperial Beast Sect. Even if the reused right servant comes, today this spirit stones. Qinbei is also set. But this Chenkin bag needs to be kept for me first. What do you think, Prince North? The captain looked at Qinbei and asked tentatively. Qinbei, this kid is quite brave, he dares to say this. The waiter asked me to take it there, and I also asked the North Prince not to embarrass me as a soldier. The captain tried his best to tell his own difficulties. Not afraid of anyone laughing. If he is like this, neither side can afford to offend him, so we can only see who is more forgiving. Looking at Qinbei's slightly narrowed eyes, the captain felt bad. I'm an idiot. The North Prince is notoriously arrogant. Doing this yourself is tantamount to courting death. The captain wanted to slap himself with a big mouth. Isn't it? The captain just wanted to admit his mistake, but heard Qinbei say lightly, Fei Yu, give it to him. Qinbei didn't mean to embarrass a brigade leader. After all, the disparity in identities is too great, and the other party is only acting on orders. If you care about yourself, you will appear a little stingy. This time, it wasn't just the captain who was surprised. Fei Yu was also very surprised. It seems that many things are not to be believed in rumors. Both of them thought so in their hearts. At least now Qinbei is not the unreasonable and arrogant Northern Prince as rumored. Thank you, Prince North, for your understanding. The captain hurriedly saluted and thanked him. Okay, let's go and ask what your servants want to do. Qin Bei said lightly. Although Wen Hua on the other side was arranging work, his eyes would look here from time to time. He just waited for Qin Bei to lose his temper, and then came out on his own. Stand on the highest point of morality and have a verbal battle with Qin Bei. After all, he knew that his own identity was inferior to Qin Bei's. In terms of strength, although he is confident that he is stronger than Qin Bei. But the identity gap does not allow him to do it. However, everything disappointed him. Qin Bei's side didn't quarrel because of being interrogated. Instead, he asked the captain to bring everything he wanted. FK, when did the Northern Prince become so cowardly? Even a captain of the guards dare not lose his temper. Wen Hua looked at the captain in front of him and thought so. Sir, after the investigation, there is no major problem. The captain returned to Wen Hua and replied. And handed the transfer documents and Chenkin bag brought over to Wen Hua. Really, that's what you said, there's no big problem. Take it in advance. Allocation, what is the difference between this and the misappropriation of treasury resources? Quote. Since Qin Bei doesn't lose his temper, then you won't let the other party do so. But this time there is a reason. The Imperial Mausoleum is about to open. Didn't Prince Shu also take away the 2-month allocation from you in advance? Prince Bei also has the seal of Zhongquan in charge, and we also gave it to the guards, of. The captain wondered. This is rare, but not uncommon. In such a big dynasty, the sophistication of human relationships is often unavoidable. As long as it doesn't damage the interests of the royal family, even Emperor Xia doesn't care. Humph. Prince Shu is already a nascent soul realm. Once the Imperial Mausoleum is opened, he will definitely be able to enter the trial. But can the Northern Prince be the same? It took 20 years to cultivate into the Foundation Establishment realm world. Do you think he can break through the Gold Core realm in a short period of time? Don't forget, the lowest cultivation base realm for entering the Imperial Tomb trial. It is the Gold Core realm, even the prince is no exception. You're not a newcomer anymore, can't you tell the truth from the fake? Wen Hua angrily said. It's so obvious under the banner of the Imperial Mausoleum trial, can't you see if you want to get the allocation ahead of time? You people, and that Zhongquan, it's all trash. Rice buckets. Wen Hua cursed louder and louder. The people around who were working also heard it. But none dared to speak. After all, it is an official from the 3rd rank. No one present was bothered. But, the other party is the Northern Prince after all, should we let it go? The brigade captain didn't embarrass himself just now because Qin Bei didn't. I have a good impression of Qin Bei, so I want to ask for mercy. However, the fact let him down. It's okay if he doesn't speak. As soon as he speaks, Wen Hua seems to have found an outlet. Waste. What's wrong with the North Prince? You are acting according to the regulations. The regulations are formulated by His Majesty and the Cabinet. We all serve His Majesty, not his Northern Prince. I don't have the ability, and I want to go beyond the rules. Let's go to his spring and autumn dream. Wen Hua waved his hand. If it weren't for the scruples that the captain was a soldier, not his subordinate. He just started. What about the spirit stones in this Chenkin bag? The captain asked tentatively. Do you still need me to say it? Return it to me, and let someone bring Zhongquan in for me. Wen Hua continued. Yes. In the end, the captain could only do what Wen Hua said. After all, it is from the 3rd rank. I can't provoke myself. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.